Namaste. Namaste and welcome to Mindfulness Moment. This is a time in our day that we take pause. Take pause to practice mindfulness. The poet Rumi asks us the question, do you pay regular visits to yourself? And he invites us, start now. And that's exactly what we're doing here and now. So go ahead and come to your seat, sit yourself up nice and tall. You can sit on the ground. I happen to be up on a cushion today, where you can sit up in a chair or in an upright position that feels comfortable and good to you. So let's go for a visit here and now into our own bodies. Start with your hands down on your thighs and start to circle yourself around. So just starting to awaken and warm the spine. And add the breath, filling the body with an inhalation, releasing that breath through the nose on an exhalation. So here we go. We're going to visit ourselves. So as you're moving around here, just notice sensations as they arise, right? Maybe you're feeling really open and loose today. Maybe you're experiencing or you're noticing some tension in the shoulders or down in the hips or the lower back. What's happening with the legs? What do you feel in this moment? And this is the mindfulness moment. This is it, right? The exploration. You can start to flow forward and back now, rounding, chin tucked, navel to spine, and then coming forward, opening up your heart. Your elbows can soften and try to grab the sides of your rib cage. And just keep playing like this. Inhaling forward, exhaling, moving back. Your eyes can soften, inhaling forward and exhaling, moving back. And again, the awareness, the mindfulness of your body at this moment in time. Deep breathing in and deep breathing out. Full of awareness, full of this moment. Go ahead and sit nice and tall now. Just notice you can feel the sensations moving through the body. You feel the movement, the openness. Good. Turn your palms up and float your arms to the ceiling. Like lifting nice and tall here. Let's twist to the right. Your left hand against your left or your right thigh, your right hand behind you, and turn and twist. And deep, deep breath moving in and moving out. Your shoulders can relax down your back. And again, this moment, this body, this breath, inhale back up to center. Big stretch, engage, lift up the pelvic floor muscles. Your belly is strong, and then turn and twist to that second side. I'm using my left hand to have a little leverage there to really start wrapping the spine. The heart goes right around the spine. Your gaze goes back towards that left shoulder. And deep, mindful breath in and out. Okay, come back up to the center, reach up. Then circle into your wrist, opening up. And it's nice to warm the joints of the body. We use our hands quite a lot in our work days, in our all days, whatever it is that we're doing. Feel the energy coming from the palm of your hands. Interlace your fingers with your left index finger on top and turn the palms forward. Keep the thumbs touching and the pinky fingers touching, and lift your arms nice and high and tall up into the sky. Feel the energy again coming right up through the core, the pelvic floor muscles, all the way up your belly, your heart center, nice and tall. Deep, deep breaths. Separate your arms and let's twist to the left. So deep breathing, inhaling, exhaling. Come forward, look forward, reach your arms to the sky, and then turn to the second side, twisting. Just noticing things will probably have shifted and changed already. Maybe the shoulders are softening a bit more. Maybe your spine is opening up. Good. Come back to the center. Reach your arms up. Swirl and twirl into the wrist, into the elbows, the shoulder joints. Shrug your shoulders. Let's take the right index finger on top as we interlace our hands, turning the palms forward. Feel the energy, and then up, up, up you go. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Separating your hands, let's twist to the right. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let the breath flow in and out. This is mindful breathing. It's coming in through your nose, moving right back out through your nose. Mindful, steady breath. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky and twist to the left. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Come back to the center, reach your arms up. Go ahead and bring your hands together in a prayer and be intentional about that. Push the left hand to the right, right to the left, and bring your hands now very slowly right here to heart center. Rest your thumbs against your sternum and then use your thumbs to give yourself a little lift there. Just notice what that does to the head and neck. Keep your hands pressing and start to roll into your head and neck, letting the left ear soften to the left shoulder. Your jaw can get really soft, the right ear to the right shoulder. Nice and full with your breath. Deep breathing in and out. Next time your chin comes to center, just pause here, a little bow. Find the breath in your body. And the awareness of this moment you're visiting with yourself. Good, and then gently lift your gaze and drop your hands down. Walk your hands back behind you. So if you're on the ground with me, you can bend your knees now and just press the soles of the feet down onto the ground. If you're in a chair, your feet coming right out of your hips, your legs coming right out of your hips, down to the soles of your feet. Be intentional there. And then slip the hands back behind you. I'm turning my fingertips towards my body. That feels okay for my wrists. You could turn your hands out. If you have a chair, you can kind of grab the back of the chair there. And then lift your gaze, lift your chin in your chest. Take an in-breath through your nose. And then as you exhale, go ahead and drop your chin down to your chest. Keep moving like that. Inhale through the nose, filling up. Exhale through the nose. Go slow, chin dropping to chest. Inhale, you can add on here. If you want to lift the pelvis off the ground or your chair as you go up, you can do that. And then exhale, let the pelvis drop as you come back down. So inhaling up you go. Exhaling back down you go. Full expansive breath. Inhaling up. And exhaling, coming back down. One more time, inhaling all the way up. Lift, exhale, drop the pelvis down onto the chair or onto the ground. Shrug your shoulders. And we're going to transition now. We're going to come into some standing cat and cow flow. So I'm coming up. I'm going to take any props that I have off to the side. I'm working today in my bare feet and on the floor. I don't have a yoga mat. One of the wonders and beauties of this practice is that we can take it anywhere with us. We really don't need anything but ourselves to find a mindfulness practice. So toes are right underneath your knees, underneath your hips. You find this Tadasana alignment, this mountain pose. And put your hands on your hips and lift up onto the balls of your feet, rising up and then lower down onto the heels. Spread the toes, lift the toes, and then do this again, coming up onto the balls of your feet, deep breathing. Lower the heels down, but not all the way. And then just start lifting. You'll feel a sensation in the back of the legs. Try not to let your feet roll out. That's what my feet are trying to do. Really intentional. You're just lifting. You can hold on to the air with your hands, lifting. The self might be feeling a little burn in your calf muscles. Breathing in, breathing out. Drop the heels down onto the ground and then take a step forward with your right foot. Step forward with your right foot, but stay now on the ball of the back foot. Lift up the heel. Okay, so making sure that you're even here, that you have a nice spaciousness here in your pelvis. You're not on a tightrope. It'll help you balance. And then go ahead and bend both knees. Put your hands on your hips and then go ahead and straighten. Use your breath. Exhale down. Inhale back up. Exhale, bending both legs. And then straighten that back leg. Nice and tall here. Hands on hips. Draw your elbows together. You start to feel a sense of a back bend here, right? Chest is opening. Collarbones are opening. Ultimately, your gaze will go up, float the arms out to the side, and then sweep the arms to the sky. Big, beautiful V position here. Your fingers are alive and awake with your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Bring your hands now to your heart. Back leg is strong. Front knee is bent. We're going to lengthen first, get tall, and then we're going to twist. Twist over to the right. Just kind of putting your left elbow against your right thigh if that's accessible, and your hands can come to your heart. And then twisted lunge now. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Look forward. Use your breath. Feel the balance there. And then rise up. Your arms reaching to the sky. Hands to hips. And slowly step that back foot in. Maybe once and twice, and come to stand tall into Tadasana. And here again, a visit. We'll take a visit with ourselves. Turn your palms forward. Deep breath flowing in. Deep breath flowing out. Nice full breath. Hands on hips. Left foot is forward. Right foot goes back. Again, remembering that we're on the ball of the back foot today. On the ball of the back foot. Hips are nice and spacious. You have this sense of balance here, kind of scissoring the legs together. Feeling your breath. Go ahead and bend both knees and straighten. And bend and straighten. Once again, bend, keeping the left leg bent, but straighten that back leg. So get a good stretch through that calf muscle, through the Achilles. Hands onto the hips, elbows come together. So here's the start of the back bend. Your chest is opening up here. Nice full breath. Feel the energy. Go ahead and reach your arms up to the sky, and deep, deep, beautiful breath. Energy goes right through the tips of your fingers. Breathing in. Breathing, breathing out. Good. Use your breath. Bring your hands together in a prayer, resting your hands against your sternum. Go ahead and lift your chest. Again, that hint of the back bend here. Back leg is straight and strong. We're twisting left. We're twisting left. So right elbow is gently pressing against that left thigh and leaning back and opening yourself up. Inhaling and exhaling. Right? Visitation with our bodies, with our breath, right? Come back up to the center. Woo, feel the balance. Arms reaching. Exhale your hands back to your hips and take a few steps forward. 1, 2, coming and standing nice and tall in Tadasana. Just close your eyes for a moment. So the mindfulness practice, it's the pause. It's the pause. And sometimes, many times throughout our day, we can just maybe pause with just a deep breath, filling up, emptying, check in, right? Feel your aliveness, feel this moment just as it is. Good. And then open the eyes, and you're here now. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs. Nice full breath. And we'll move a bit now. So lift up your right knee, bring your left elbow to your right knee. We're just going to keep moving like that, opposite sides, and kick and lift, kick, lift. Deep breath. You can go as fast or as slow as you wish here. Right? Just getting the energy to flow, the blood moving through the body. Deep breathing in and out. Good. Slow that down. Slow that down. Feet are hips distance. Sweep the arms to the sky. Palms touch right over the head. Separate your arms. Grab your right wrist and pull yourself up and over to the left side. Now let that right foot, that right leg get really soft and relaxed. Almost like you could slip a piece of paper underneath it. Feel that stretch through the whole right side. Come back up to the center. Grab the left wrist. Go up and over. Again, lighten that left leg. Right? It's lifted very softly, very subtly off the ground. Big breath. Inhale, come back to center. Separate your arms, bend your knees. Put your hands now onto your thighs. And let's round here into a cat position, and then go forward, sinking down into a cow. And moving like that. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling, opening up, and movement through the whole of the body. Deep breathing in and out. Good. Using your breath, go ahead and, as if you're going to sit in a chair, but not, bend the knees, open the arms nice and wide, bring your hands to your heart, twist left, go to the left, or turn and twist. Now, as I'm doing that, my right knee is trying to track forward. Draw that right knee back, lengthen through your spine, and deep breaths. In and out. Come back to the center, arms out to the side, sink down, twist right. So the left elbow comes to rest on the right thigh. That's accessible. And then the hands can move towards your heart. You can lean back here, lengthen. Keep that left knee from tracking forward. I'm trying to draw it back. And then back to the center, lifting your arms to the sky. Bring your hands together and exhale, hands to heart. And you can feel the physicality of these postures, right? Deep breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice. One more standing posture here. We're going to separate the feet. So be as generous, right, as the breath takes you. It's a visit to self. Maybe you're feeling really spacious today. I feel like I can go pretty wide today. Making sure that the toes are moving straight across. Hands onto your hips, elbows back, bend the knees, go down just halfway. Deep breath. I have a little softness in my knees, and then gently release your hands down to the ground. Now you can walk your hands forward. I have my fingers tented. Maybe you need an extra lift. You can have your hands on the seat of the chair, or even the wall if you like here. And stretch and breathe, right? Reaching your arms as far forward as they can go, pulling your hips back. You can play with bending the knees and straightening the legs. Deep breathing in. Let the head go. Let the head go. You can shake your head, yes. You can softly move it, no. Feeling the breath just opening up. Letting go. This is an inversion practice. We're upside down here. A good stretch through the lower back. Sometimes it's nice to visit the self from a different perspective. So open your eyes and take a look, perhaps, and breathe in and out. Blurring your head is not a good idea for you. Just don't do that, right? You can lift your gaze. You can keep your gaze lifted. Breath is flowing. Another beautiful thing about this practice of mindfulness, this practice of mindful movement, is that the movement comes to meet you exactly where you are. So right hand is down on the ground or tented fingers. The left arm goes straight up into the sky and turn and twist and open. Keep elongating through the spine. Exhale, releasing that left hand down. And then the right arm goes up to the sky. A big twist here. Deep breath. Let the pose, let the posture come to greet you, right? Exhale, release, let your head hang heavy. Deep breathing. Bring your hands to your thighs and slowly, gently come up. Keep your chin down as you rise up. Sometimes there's a lot going on there. When we rise up, we might be a little lightheaded. Go ahead and bring your feet in slightly, turning your toes out now, right? The toes are out. Cactus your arms alongside your shoulders and exhale. Elbows will touch as we bend our knees, and then the palms touch as we come down. Inhale, back up. Exhale through your nose down. Inhale, back up. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling down. Beautiful. Inhaling back up. Take the hands to the back of your body. So you can rest your hands. You can turn your fingers down, or maybe if it's accessible, good wrist stretch here, you turn your fingertips up. Turn your toes back in, right? So they were out initially, we're turning them back in. They might have even a little pigeon-toed in this posture. Lean way back, open that beautiful heart. And as you exhale, we're gonna come down halfway. Deep breathing. Now lift your arms to the sky. If it's accessible, hook your thumbs there and reach your arms up to the sky as you soften your knees, let your head draw down towards the ground. Then keep the flow of breath in and out. Good. Come up halfway, nice and strong. The core is working as you do this. You can keep your hands hooked, your thumbs hooked, or put your hands on your spine, the back body, and then turn to the right. Twisting, opening. Come back to the center, turn to the left. Maybe the arms can go a little further away from your body if you have your hands, thumbs hooked. Come back to the center and then use your breath. And again, slow journey up, chin down as you rise up. Shrug your shoulders. And then come slowly, heel toeing your feet in, heel toeing your feet in. Stand tall in Tadasana. Just pause here for a moment. So visit with self. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Shrug your shoulders, roll the head and neck. And we'll transition back to a seat. And I'm going to take the seat in the chair for this portion of it. You can do this on the ground too, if you would rather be back on the ground. So I'm just sitting at the edge of the chair, nice and tall with your core. Hug your right knee in. Hug it in and then take ankle to knee. So same posture on the ground. If you're there, you're going to flex both feet. Just stack the right knee on, or the right ankle on top of the left knee and sit nice and tall, opening up. Good. Interlace your hands, right index finger on top. Palms go forward and we're going to pull ourselves forward. Now I'm trying to hinge forward. I don't want to round initially. I'm trying to lift up out of the spine, pulling myself forward here with my arms and then gently, gently going forward. You can feel a good stretch. Make sure you keep that right foot flexed. That'll protect your knee in this posture. Using your breath, gently come back up. Good, and release your arms out to the side, opening, shrug the shoulders. Nice full breath, undo that foot, take the left knee up into your chest, big hug here, and stack ankle to knee. Again, this is already a pretty nice stretch. Foot is flexed, right? Keeping the integrity of the knee joint here. We don't want to sickle that foot that pushes that knee out of alignment, standing and sitting really tall here. Arms forward, opposite index finger on top as you interlace your hands, turn your palms forward and up, up, up you go. Keep breathing. Again, I'm pulling forward. I'm not just dropping the arms down and rounding. I'm trying to lift and expand forward as you go forward and feel the stretch in the hips. Feel what's going on in your shoulders. Deep breath in and out. We live in this seated culture, right? In our chairs for many hours sometimes. Come back up and release your arms. Drop your arms alongside you and shrug the shoulders, shrug the shoulders. Good, undo that. And now prepare, right? The check-in, the visit, right? Into our bodies, into our hearts and our minds, using our breath to a seat of meditation. So it can be right here in your chair, right? Sitting at your desk, kind of push yourself away. You can come down on the ground, taking a seat on a cushion. Or today, I'm going to take a hero's pose. I'm going to kneel today, and I'm using some support. I have a blanket beneath me to protect the knees. I come down onto the knees, and I'm taking my pillow back, and it's going to rest on the top of the thighs. So that's a comfortable seat for me to sink down and just be here now. So kneeling, sitting in a chair, sitting on the ground. The important thing about this portion of the mindfulness practice is that you can be steady, that you can be comfortable in that steadiness. So you don't want to be in pain in this posture, right? So find a place that is comfortable, a place that you could stay and just visit, right? Visit with yourself, a little pause, and try not to be too judgmental, right? Or critical of self. So it's a good way to start is just to feel the body and feel your breath. You can tune into sensations. Let them take perhaps a few deep breaths, full body breath. And it's nice to visit with ourselves, just checking in where we are today. How are you feeling? Maybe it's a really good day for you. Maybe the day has been very challenging. Maybe you're carrying something with you. Whatever it is, check in and just try to sit with compassion and honor whatever it is that you find during your visit, and just listen. Listen and open to this moment, open to your breath. This is our awareness practice. Now, try not to get stuck in a story, right? Maybe as you discover, right, how you're feeling, you don't have to identify where that feeling initiated, where it's going, where it came from, just that it is. And always a great place to visit self is just to breathe, just to sit and breathe. Try to stay still, even if your beautiful body is trying to distract you. Right? Stay here, stay now. Breathe into this moment. The greatest visits are the ones that we can be simply present. We can be present with ourselves, be present in this moment. No distraction. Visit yourself regularly. Take some deep breaths, filling all the way up, emptying, emptying, emptying completely. Go ahead and drop your chin to your chest. Bring your hands together in front of your heart center. We do this mindfulness practice for the benefit of all beings. So keep holding your awareness right at the tips of your fingers and the palm of your hands, and reach your arms all the way to the sky. Deep, deep breathing. As you exhale, open your hands and send out the light, send out energy out into the world, so that all beings may be free, so that all beings may be safe and healthy, all beings may be happy. Go ahead and bring your hands back together. As you exhale, your hands slowly, mindfully meeting your heart. A deep breath. Namaste. Thank you so much for the privilege and honor of guiding you through this practice this day. My name is Evalena, and I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Enjoy your visit.